Yeah, you get it, girl.
Get it, Lucy.
A
Get
cat's
it,
just messing
Lucy.
with a toy. Uh, so we just recently got done watching the Mortuary Assistant. That I surprisingly don't know anything of this. I know it's based on a video game. I've only seen like maybe like 2 clips of it on TikTok, but my girlfriend actually knows a lot of the Mortuary Assistant. I don't know if she's like considered to be like a fan of the game, but she definitely has seen walkthroughs and playthroughs and YouTube videos and all that stuff. Maybe knows the lore of the game. I don't know. We haven't got that far into it, but since I knew the fact that like she has seen the games and all that stuff, I basically let her be my eyes and just watch this movie and see if there's anything to compare and contrast and see what they add that's might be necessary or was detriment and was faithful and was not.
Yep.
So I was like just curious because I love me some video game movies. I think they're fun to like compare and contrast, despite the fact that almost all of them are pretty bad. Um, and this is now like the third film that we've seen of that genre that came out this year because we first saw Return to Silent Hill, which was terrible. Then we saw
Yeah.
Iron Long the day after, which was surprisingly good.
Yes.
She liked it more than I
It
did.
was great.
And now comes this movie that, um, honestly, is probably the worst one I've seen so far out of the 3.
It was rough.
And this is coming from someone who has never played the games. And honestly, the movie itself makes me not want to play the games. It made it look so
It was bad.
uninvesting. But like, before we get into the compare and contrast here, I guess we could just like talk about the movie itself, just because like I figured it's more interesting to get to the point of things. Because I did like the fact that like Willow Holland is in the movie, considering the fact she's a video game actor. She's been in some stuff, and but for the like, there's some parts out there she was fine, but the most times I just think like either she's just like either really bad in this movie, or that her character is just so horribly directed or presented that I just have a hard time whether to blame it on the actor or just the director in terms of the presentation here going on in this movie, especially since like the presentation of the movie just honestly just felt like a soft film. Like, it sounds like a soft film based on the soundtrack. It looks like a soft film
The
based
color schemes were definitely
very Saw-like,
reminded me of it, yeah.
which was so weird. That's why I was like, that's why I kept saying at one point, it's like, Willa, if you want to be in a Saw film, I'm honestly okay with it. But like, this isn't it for you. This is not it. I can't. I mean, I guess like some of the makeup was like okay, I guess, but like the issue though is that it just felt like it felt so cheaply made, and the fact that this is actually in theaters is actually kind of crazy, considering the fact that like Return to Silent Hill, Arlong felt in a way more proficiently made. It felt like it was made to be in theaters than this one did, and I think that I mean I don't know the estimates of the budget for this movie, but I'm pretty sure that Iron Lung is cheaper than this, and this felt more like there's more to it effects wise than this. And for like the story itself, I don't know how long this movie is. I think it was like an hour and a half or 2 hour 45, but it feels like it was adding so much at you, and it doesn't really give you time to breathe, and just makes you question more of like what's happening. Gets you so many questions and not enough answers for me to really like be okay with leaving the answer to your interpretation, which was absolutely insane. And it doesn't feel scary. The atmosphere just was not there. The location they're at, I do remember that from the game. I thought it was not bad. Although it just kept looking, I don't know if it's because of the way it's framed, but it makes it look like that she's like in a fishbowl, which I don't know the point of that framing is, but
No.
it just looked kind of off and not like off, like, in an unsettling way. Often, like, why does it look like that? And the main guy is probably, like, the most stiffest actor I've ever seen in a long time. Because, I forgot the guy's name is, but he is,
Raymond.
yes, the character's name, Raymond.
Yep.
He was awful. He was so boring. And
It is monotone. Like, no emotion whatsoever.
it was freaking ridiculous. I was like, what the heck are you doing? Why you sound this stiff?
Hello, Miss Sawyer.
Yeah, and I feel like she put more expression in that than this guy did. I was like, what the heck? It just sounds so bad. It just felt like, are you even trying? Like, I don't know. But, like, what did you think of this movie?
I thought it sucked.
Question is, did you think this is better or worse than Return to Silent Hill?
They both sucked. I would say they're about the same.
Same? Okay.
There was certain parts of it that matched the video game pretty well, like the decorations, yes, but the layout was driving me nuts. I'm like, that's not how the hallway was, or that's not where that room was at, and it was just weird. But the storyline was,
it was all over the place.
From what I remember, it was off too. I'm all like, ooh, you're jumping all over the place. That doesn't make sense. You know.
Yeah, because I'm also watching this movie, and I'm like, since I've never played the games, I had a hard time following what is going on.
Yeah, and like, I wish there was, like, in the game, you actually have to, like, embalm and actually do the mortician's job. I wish we had a little bit more of that. And I feel like some of the stuff that you picked up later in the game was given to you almost directly in the beginning. And I'm like, that's just weird.
I can give that a pass, because it's like, I know for a fact they only do that as, like, some form of, like, oh, it's gonna come into handy later on, I guess. And not just be like, it just came out of nowhere. I get where they're coming from. It doesn't bother me, because that's just such a small detail.
No, it made me angry the whole time. I was all like, why are you pointing that out now? That's not supposed to be known till later. Or, why are you doing that? That's not how you do that anyways.
So, did you like anything in this movie? Besides the layout or background or whatever, the set?
I think some of the gory visuals were good. Like,
I do like the usage of blood. That was real.
Yeah, or like the dead bodies on the table. Some of the graphic images of it were really good.
Half the time, yes. I feel like some of them just look a bit too rubbery or just look cheap looking.
Like her leg, yeah.
Like, it's almost giving me, like, Fear Halloween kind of costuming makeup ordeal.
Yeah, I get that. It was, I don't know.
Like, because, like, I guess we'll just get into spoilers or just compare and contrast, because, like, I just don't, like, understand, like, anything that was going on. Like, why, like, what's this about the spirits? How's this guy know about what's going on? I don't even know, what's this, like, girl that's downstairs in the basement? What's her purpose to the story?
Well, the video game was even kind of hard to follow at times when it came to that. So, I knew the movie was going to suck at it.
Yeah, but I'm like, I don't know, because, like, when we saw Iron Lung, or at least, like, when you watch the video game, not necessarily, like, played it, like, it didn't really give you the lore. You just had to, like, go through, like, a bunch of, like, data or something, like, you know.
Yeah.
Because it's just more so just showing the gameplay of it, and all the lore is just from data logs, essentially, which I'm sure that Markiplier's video of it didn't really, like, dive into the data logs.
No, but as it progressed, though, you kind of got an idea of it.
Yes, I do agree
Even
with that.
through the gameplay and in the movie. In this one, it doesn't explain anything. Like, how did the demon get there? Why are these two the demon hunters now? If you vanish the demon already using its name, why is it coming back?
Mm.
You know, is it because you have the girl in the basement? Like, get rid of her. Yeah,
But the guy's like, we can't kill her, even if the merciful thing to do. I'm like,
just for her blood.
I'm like, what? Yeah, what's the blood for though? Why does he need the? Why is
it's the magic to embalm into the demon to get rid of it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the only reason.
I don't understand that.
Oh no, you need the demon's blood apparently to distinguish the demons. That doesn't make any sense. I don't know.
It was like just so unnecessarily complicated, and I feel like for a movie this long or this short, I guess. Not only did it felt way too long for some reason, but it just felt like it just didn't explain anything. I mean, and even if it did explain, it's just more so like, okay, you gave me an explanation, but I still have questions. If anything, you gave me more questions than answers.
It lagged a lot. And there was a lot of, like, boring scenes for me.
Yeah.
Like, the rehab scene that made no sense.
Yeah, especially since, like the therapist comes in and, like, there's that, then there's, like, her acting like the main girl acting like she was possessed, and she like went after this therapist. She killed her, but then she like comes as a zombie essentially. But it turns out it was just on her head, and that the therapist is still alive. And apparently that's the last time we received that therapist.
Yeah, no wellness checks. Come on now. What are we doing here?
It felt like just everything was just going like. It was just all in your face. And it just doesn't... I just couldn't really process anything what was going on.
Yeah. And why couldn't the Raymond guy stay there the whole time? That's what I never understood. Like, were you too much of a chicken? Come on. And then at the end, we can be a team. You can learn from me.
Which he clearly wasn't being chicken because he had, like, kind of tattooed this whole mark on his chest. That's supposed to, like, push away the demons.
The power of Christ compels you.
Essentially, like, yeah, like, I don't fucking get it. And then and then, like, the creature that lives downstairs, the basement. Who the hell is that? One said, I mean, I guess I looked it up a little bit. It's called the Mimic. But I don't get what the Mimic does. I don't know what he is.
It mimics the people that she loved to get the demons, like, to get her power or something. I don't know.
Okay. Okay, that makes sense. But that movie did not give me the answer. It was not very clear.
That's why Papa kept showing up.
Yeah, which the main girl keeps falling for it every single fucking time.
Daddy? No, he's dead.
I'm just...
Oh, there he is again. He's still dead.
It was so... and it's just so annoying. I'm like, this main girl is so dumb.
No hate to the actress that was younger, but why was her forehead so big? I could not... Like, she was a good actress. She was. I think she played her part great.
For a girl with a big brain, she was pretty dumb.
Her forehead was huge. I'm like, they did you dirty with your haircut. Like,
or maybe it's one of those, like, for a girl with a big brain, you sure are acting dumb, being dumb in this movie.
I don't know what it was.
But, I don't, it's just like...
And the Mimic, you can totally tell, was in, like, a bodysuit.
Oh, yeah. I mean...
Dude, like, trying to roll its stomach and, like...
Again,
ma'am,
like...
I can see the claw.
Fear Halloween costume. Or Spirit Halloween. But, yeah, it's just, like... Like, there's some things I feel like it should explain well, but it just doesn't really want to explore those. It wants to explore more of, like, the main girl. Which is fine, but her character is not interesting.
Well, it doesn't explain how she was a chosen one.
Well, that doesn't help either. But what the fuck do we know? Or, like... I just feel like nothing was adding up to me. And again, just going back to Iron, I don't like, but besides that, but it just felt like it was very much more clear enough of like what it is, what the explanation is, what the lore is, while leaving some for your interpretation. and I feel like it explained more than then it just gets more than questions. In this one, I feel like it's the complete opposite. I feel like it barely gave us answers and just more questions, and that just drove me nuts because that's just not something I was like. Because I don't know anything in the game. I'm sure the game is like fine, but like
the game was fun. I mean, there was parts of it that I'm like, that doesn't make sense. And the ending, I was confused, especially with the multiple ending options. But I wish.
Which I've heard that this movie was using all of them.
Yeah.
Which
I was very confused on.
Which
I'm
is
like, wait a minute.
Which is
way we going?
Kind of dumb.
Yeah, they couldn't figure out which one they wanted.
Like, either just make your own ending or just choose one. I feel like, I don't know, just make it like.
Well, they basically made their own movie.
Well, yeah. I mean, because I'm gonna assume that the expansion of the movie that's not from the games, like, it doesn't really help, like, backstory wise.
Not
It doesn't.
that aspect of this movie.
It doesn't really work well execution wise.
No.
Okay.
I would suggest giving the game a shot, but the movie not so much.
Gotcha. Because this movie did not really make me. It did not sold me into playing the game. If anything, I just feel like it's gonna be just like a waste of time. Based on the movie, because I don't understand. Well, because it almost seems like, at least from gathering, it doesn't seem like it quite understand what made the game such a success. Because like, it doesn't really want to focus on, because I'm gonna assume based on gameplay wise, the movie didn't even want to spend more time on that. Instead, want to spend time on everything else around it.
Yeah. I mean, I think they spent more money on making it look like the video game than the actual video game.
Than the feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the ending of this movie was just really dumb to me. Because it just seems like she's like, okay, I'm going to leave this, fuck this place. And then she saw the mimic. She's like, you know what? Stay inside.
Maybe Raymond was right. Maybe we should stick together.
That she's been questioning for many times that I'm just like, girl, at this point, like, I think he's fine.
He's never leaving that.
Yeah, it's
mortuary.
Like, yeah, it's just like at this point it's fine. Just he is acting a little just odd, but like I don't know. He hasn't done anything to you that's bad, so whatever. It is what it is, I guess. But yeah, it's just, and the score just felt. Besides the fact it sounded like Saw, so there's some moments that just felt like it was super unfitting. It just felt like it was just
loud
and extremely loud for some reason. Like the talking was fine, but then once it got to like the crazy stuff going on, it just went on full blast. I had to lower the volume just because it was just too loud. But
my old lady ears couldn't handle it.
I can handle it fine, but I was like, dude, we're not an IMAX screening. What the fuck are you doing? What would you give this movie? Because I give this.
I'll give it a 2.
A 1.
I give it a 2 because it was pretty. It was pretty. Like you can tell.
In what way?
Like the setup was pretty.
Oh.
Like
I mean, it looks. Yeah. I guess.
Because it literally was the same furniture, the same, down to the floor tile.
Okay.
Was the same of the video game. The front door was the same. Like.
Okay.
That's the only.
Just some of the layout's not the best.
Yeah, the layout wasn't. But I mean, they probably would have had to make a whole new building.
Yeah, that's fair. Like, I mean, I guess the only positive I could say is that like, Willis Holland has some like okay moments. Some of the makeup is whatever.
Yeah.
And there was like maybe 2 shots I thought were pretty cool. But other than that, this movie was just a gigantic waste of time. And I just can't. We're just kind of going back to making bad video game movies, I guess. Which that didn't last long, but whatever. Like I said, I give this movie a 1 out of 10. I prefer Return to Silent Hill is better than this, not by much, but it's. I feel like at least with that one, there were some aspects I did felt faithful.
You at least understood more of the story,
and you understood well
to an extent.
I mean, it does, but it understands that you're dumb, and it just and then just wants to explain everything. But it does explain other aspects, but that's besides the point on that one. But at least like Return to Silent Hill, like even if I hated the movie, I didn't hate the movie throughout the film, just the ending, and then and there was some cool stuff that I really like. But this one, I feel like there's barely any cool stuff going on in this movie. It just felt, other than like 2 nice shots. But there's not even like a scene I'm like, ooh, that was like fun, or that was tense, or that was kind of cool or entertaining.
No jump scares.
The jump scares sucked.
It wasn't scary.
I mean, nothing scares you, but it turns to me who does get scared easily. This movie's not scary at all.
You didn't cover your ears at all.
Well, I think it helps because we were not in a theater, hon, and we were at your house.
How loud it was. It felt like we were in the theater.
No, I didn't feel like...
It was so loud.
It still felt like I was in your house and not in theaters, just because... And that's why I didn't even close my ears. I don't know, it's because I just really did not find it scary, and I just find it so boring. It's just so boring. It's so boring. It was pissing me off. Oh my god. And the amount of times I keep getting angry at this movie because of the stupid shit it does. And this character does this, that's dumb. This character does this, that's fucking dumb. I'm like, you're such a fucking dumbass. I hate you. Just fucking... Like, you deserve to get all this trouble because of your dumbassery.
You deserve to go in the incinerator.
Exactly. Yeah, there was even one time where she was like, looked like, oh no, I'm in the incinerator, but getting fucking burned. And it turns like, oh, it's false like every other goddamn dream seeker says she has.
And the only thing I thought it was, don't touch the walls, it's hot.
Like, this girl just kept thinking like everything is real and taking things at face value. I'm like, do you not realize that almost everything you'll see that's really off-putting is not real? I'm tired of your stupid shit.
Yeah.
Fucking... I
think at one point my face was just dumbfounded.
You were like I'm fucking done. I'm done. And I think I literally went from like watching like one of the best movie I've seen so far to like one of the worst movies I've seen this year.
Yeah.
Wow, what a turnout! I right, just go watch Nirvana the band, the show, the movie. That's way better than this. Which I know is that's just a wild thing to recommend, but literally like that's just I literally watched this after finishing that movie, so it's like I don't know. Fuck this movie. Fuck this movie to ass. Hate this movie. Does not make me want to play the game. I'm gonna put this movie off my wish list on Steam because fuck this movie everywhere. So
I get that.
Fuck this movie. It's not the worst movie I've seen this year, but it's one of the worst movies I've seen. It's one of the worst.
Bad adaptation.
One of the worst movies I've seen this year. Just not the worst. I've surprisingly seen worse.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, what you think of this movie? Do you like it? Please let me know, because I'm like curious to know what you like about this movie. And if you don't like the movie, let me know in the comments. And yeah, happy Valentine's Day weekend, or Valentine's Day, since it'll be, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know how that's gonna go. But hope you enjoyed this video. I'm tired as shit with that movie. We're gonna watch something different. Gonna be a better one, hopefully. Fucking fuck. Anyway, okay, all right, we're basically done. Hope you enjoy this video, so take care.